My name is Jeremy Davis. In this place of healing and sharing,
Good morning, everyone. We're about to start. If this is your first time checking out our videos, we normally like to, put videos in the morning and in the afternoon. So feel free to check us out on YouTube or on Twitch and put something in the chat and say hi, and share let's share some ideas about art and game design and cool stuff like games and movies and anything else like that. So yeah, this is Nick. This is Heavenlyform Games, and we're working on a small game called Sol 3000, and it's a passion project that both myself and my brother Peter has been touching on for a few years here, and we decided, with so much time on our hands these days, let's try to do something on this and put it out there so people could check it out. The story, we're hoping, will be a story of hope, and it will reveal some cool story plots and ideas, and just to make a just generally cool exciting game. And yeah, that's basically it. Just to put cool art out there. He does programming, so he's the one that makes everything kind of work together. What you're seeing on the screen right now is an early test demo of the game. This is the first level that we made for the game. We test everything out, and we just updated the character, because before the original character was way simpler than this one. And I decided to upgrade the character and put it in. So like, yeah, even the newest version that we're doing now, this character that you're seeing will even more upgraded than he is. So in terms of the way he looks and everything like that, the game is about hope and about how people are deceived, and it's in a future. It's based on the future where Jesus reigns over the earth, and what that was kind of going to be like. And when after that 1,000 years of peace, when Satan is loosed again to deceive people, what that's going to look like in like in our own imagination and ideas. So this is a science fiction fantasy type thing. So we're hoping to put a few other things in there, and trying to make it as exciting as we can. So today I'm actually going to try to continue modeling a part of level 3. The game only has five small levels, and you know, I'm in the middle of doing the third one, and this is the, on this broadcast is me, doing it live, and you guys get to see some of it. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. We don't have to wait for the countdown. Thanks for joining. Thanks for looking even after the fact. If you just wait till I do this and you don't want to watch it live and watch after, even that is cool. You can leave a comment in YouTube under the video, or in Twitch, and you could join those two platforms and add us and like us and all that. Check out the game on Steam and at itch.io. Let's get to it. I actually had an idea about lighting, because I was thinking about like how are we going to light this, and I have an idea about it. I think what I'm going to do is to make these really quick, simple lampposts and just have them in here. So let's just get to doing that. These are my futuristic lampposts I'm making, guys, so let's see how it works out. So this is the idea I had about doing like some lighting in the game in general. I think I'll just put these like little lampposts up, and it's gonna dictate some of the lighting. So I used to work at a engineering architectural firm. So every aspect of these kind of things, those engineers used to think about, because as an engineer, that's what that's what you kind of paid to do, think about these things. And of course, some of that rubbed off. I mean, you learn with the people that you work around. Not everybody would. You have to learn from somebody. So these, those are some of the guys I learned from, and I mean that was really cool to think about things in a very practical way like that. Because sometimes in a game you could just put lighting and it could come from anywhere. It's even cooler if you could describe where it's coming from. Like some sort of light source. Whether it be the sun, the moon, wherever, and or some element in the game. So this is kind of what I'm doing here. Let's do something like this. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flatten that out. So I'm modeling using Blender. I'm trying to do it somewhat as if like it existed in real life, what some of these things would be. One to think about, like when you do like some shapes, like objects, like it's always created some way. It's never like onto itself. I mean, if you're doing something futuristic, I guess in the future they could have exotic materials and all that. So like in real life, if we did a pole like this, it would probably be out like that. But futuristic, we could do it inset like that. Which is interesting. And let's just separate that. Y to separate. Oh, that was a mistake there, guys. We could fix that. Okay, let's see what we look like here. You see, normally if you do like a thing like this, you could go to town and do like an access box where some like a technician would access the thing here. These things here will be made up of like different kinds of parts and all that. But it's a video game and I'm trying to keep it as simple as I can, so let's just go with that for now. What I'm gonna do here is that, let's see, entryway, wall. Let's just come here. Close light post. And these could be throughout the game. Okay, let's see what we got here. We'll see what materials we got in here. Yeah, not too much. I'm actually gonna make a material in here while I'm in here. So the materials in here is all generic. Wheeling low res has a material. We have a glass material. I don't know where that goes. Oh, okay, I know where it goes to now. Let's just give this a generic material. And in Blender you can do many different things, like, you know, but let's just keep this simple. Let's do something like this. Grab X. There's different ways you could distribute. Like, you could distribute things along polygons in Blender by replacing the polygon with an object, and that, I think that is like it's like magic almost. It's pretty nifty, you know. It's like really advanced coding and all that, you know. But for now, we just do it the simple way. Okay, so if I had these two things illuminating the scene, here, right here, I think that's fine. So hopefully I could use these guys in different places. So this guy, yep. I'm gonna get ready to do texturing. We could like go in and look at that. I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna get too fussy with some of this stuff. I could. Let's see. Yeah, this guy is let's duplicate this guy. Grab him. Snap him somewhere like there. Let's first just tune off this array here real quick. Let's snap this guy down here. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. So I think that's fine. You know, we don't have to go overboard. I mean, I could put like going all the way around here, but I think like maybe that naked wall might be good. So let's see. Yeah, it's like a lot of ribbing, right? Kind of like ribbing going around here. Let's see. Let's see what we got for markups. So let's go here. Let's go something like so. Let's scale that in the X direction. Let's come here, do that twice. Let's select this guy here. Scale him in X direction, make sure he's straight. Select this guy here again. And then scale this guy in X direction. Okay, let's just pick out some of these little pieces here to mark up. Why not? Okay, let's mark it up. Let's go B. Okay, we're just doing little seam stuff. These little things you pick up like when you work with architects and all, like they put seams and stuff and all that. You know, because these things have to be made up of something. It can't just be one big large strip. You know, and you could do that with textures. You don't necessarily have to put that in your geometry when you're doing games. But for now, I'm just dumping that in there. I think one of the last things that I think this might be fine actually. Let's look at these sections right here. Let's do some of that with these sections. Okay. I think it's fine, but let's see what we could do. Oh, okay. So yeah, they're all sectioned up. Let's just do that with this section here, like so. And the underneath parts, you don't necessarily have to do that because they kind of fade off. Let's leave that. Let's just make a seam here and see how that goes. And if I'm making a seam here, you want it to kind of match up with the seams that you did before, within the same size. You know, you try to keep some level of uniformity, and then you do different things to like vary it. You know, at least that's what I think. Smooth that out. Drop back a smidgen. Let's see if we could adjust this to get that fine-tuned. Something like so. And that should be fine. You know, call this scoring, you know, in architectural terms. I think it's a sculpting term also. Okay, so yeah, let's just do something for here too. Let's go back a little bit, so like so. Alright, let's just extrude this guy. Doesn't need much. He's fine like that. I think we're almost there, guys. Let's do this last piece right here, or these last pieces, and we should be good to go. Okay, so what do I have here? So you know, this and this doesn't really make that much sense, but it makes sense if I continue. Let's grab. See if this one has it too. Yep. So if we grab and go Z, oh wait, this. Oh. So maybe that was split. Let's see, grab. Nope, it was just extruded. So we got that selected. Let's just do Control X. Oh, not even. Just grab. Okay, that's weird. Let's grab this guy. Is it grab Z? Okay. Maybe I extruded by accident, but yeah, we got it. So we got that. I'm watching something here. Maybe we can get away with doing something a little extra over here. So instead of ending this like this, maybe I could carry that through. Oh, but I'll have to raise that up to there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's grab Z. Okay, so I got that on there. And let's extrude face. Extrude that up to here. Yep. So we got that going. I'm gonna extrude that face. I'm gonna grab this edge. Grab that edge. And just go up to here. Okay. So that's there. Let's see what else we can do with this guy over here. Maybe this guy is just like this and we don't have to do anything. Let's see. Let's go extrude. Try to make him somewhat equal over so. And I'm gonna grab that edge. I'm gonna go Z. Grab Z. I'm gonna bring it up to there. Grab Z. I'm gonna bring it up to there. Okay. And this doesn't wanna. This wants to meet like somewhere in the middle, right? So let's see what we got with this. It doesn't want to do this funky shape right here. Yeah, so this one's pull there, and that's one that wants to pull over there. So I'm gonna grab this guy, grab X, Y. Right, we're going to this guy. Can we get rid of that extra edge down there? Okay, that edge runs into that, so we could get rid of it eventually. So we're gonna grab. Yep. I see that kind of does that, so it kind of continues around. Yeah, I think that works. So let's see, we got an extra edge in here. Let's see what this edge does. This edge like terminates. Like if you get rid of it, that does that, which is not too bad. I mean, that's a pretty interesting thing. But I'm gonna do that. Let's execute that. Okay. Right. So you see what's going on here is that I think I need to split this right in the middle. Oh, let's make sure we have the right object selected. Let's go execute. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Scale X. So sorry, Y. Looks like that. That's somewhat in the middle. Let's see what we get on the other side, guys. Let's do that. Scale Y. Oh, scale Y. There you go. Let's do something like that. Scale Y. Grab Y. Bring that somewhat in. We don't have to be like, if this was an actual architectural thing, we'd have like measurements all over the place. But because this is just a game, you know, we could just get things in a general scheme, in a general direction, and we'll be alright. Let's go select it up a little bit and make it a little bit thinner. Okay, so that looks like a definite split in there. Two pieces coming together. Okay, I would guys, I would say this is kind of finished, man. I think if we get it too fussy, it will just mess things up. So I'm not going to get too fussy with it. The only thing that has to happen at this point is we got to go in and yeah, we got to go in and texture it and light it and see how it works. But I think this part here in terms of modeling is finished for now. And the good thing about Blender is so flexible. You could go back and model things you don't like, and you could do all that stuff if you want, you know. But for now, I think this will work. And we came up with a new piece here that we could use to light the other parts of our level, you know. So, and obviously, you know, you can start telling stories, right? If you have a piece that's light and it's about robots, maybe there was humans here and all that sort of stuff. So I think this is cool. So this is Nick, Heavenlyform. This is a short video. So we was able to do some modeling here in Blender and lay out this this part of the level right here. So let me see. Blender has like a walk thing, so you could actually walk through your models to see what it kind of looks like somewhat from a person's perspective, or whatever perspective you want. Let's go a little bit higher. Crack is about here. So if I look down here and I look around, I kind of get a idea of this, what the scope of this looks like. And this is exactly what I wanted it to look like, some sort of barrier. Okay, so let us see. So I got this here, and yeah, let's take a quick peek of what these things mean. You see light post. Okay, so I got a root here and I have an origin. Let's take a look at the root and see if it grabs everything. So it doesn't grab the light post like what I thought. Let's select the light post and select the root, and this is parent the. Okay. Let's grab. Okay, so the root has everything. Because I got to move this back into the original position, so that's why I did something like this. Okay, let's go into the light post here. Let's add these to a new collection. You could call it a lamppost. That's actually the name of it. I think I'll just do that, lamppost. It's okay. We should be okay, guys. So everything is in here, right? So let's see what's entryway. Okay, so that's a general model. What are these called? Are these called floors? Yep, floor. Yep. Okay. I think this is good to go, guys. Okay, let's just dump this into the shading into the shading module of Blender and see what we have here. The shading we're not shading with Eevee, we're actually shading with cycles. So this is what it looks like for now in cycles. But this is where we could figure out some lighting, right? So let's just do that real quick. So I'm going to come into my light post here. Alright, so it has a material, but I'm going to make a new material. I'm going to call it light. And in here, I'm going to make this emission. And emission, I think for the lights is like between 6 and 8. So let's try a 6 for interior here. Let's give it a little bit of color, so it's not just pure white. It's kind of a little bit off. Or we could go a little more industrial, something a little more cooler. Kelvins, you know, that's what they call that. And yeah, let's just come in here and let's assign it to some polygons. So I think I have some polygons selected already. Press L, let's go assign with that. So let's just go here and see in the shaded mode. Right. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna replace these with this. Oh, there's only 3. Okay. I'm just gonna make an instance, grab X. Let's go back to this and take a look. So grab X. Let's go make another instance. Grab X. Oh, you guys catch me trying to like type to my brother there. I just had a thought. Okay, so let's go ahead and yeah. So this is, I put these in place here, and you know where else is lit to? Down here. So I had that idea to light here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do something like this. Select all these. This could also be another lighting element. Matter of fact, I think I'll give it its own collection. Oh, we don't want to do new material. We just want the same material here. I'm just gonna go tab, and I'm just gonna pick out the faces I want for that new light. Oh, Control Z that. Okay. Okay, so picked out some of these. Let's link materials. Let's like materials, that's what I want. Okay, back to that. And we're gonna add a new material. I'm gonna add that light. I'm gonna assign it. And then select the materials again. Let's see what we get. If we let's hit the shaded here real quick. But not that shaded, the other shaded. Okay, the last one got it. Assign that guy. Assign that guy. Assign that guy. Assign that guy. Okay, so I'm just gonna switch to a more economic shader. Save. Okay, let's take a look in the shading tab. See what that kind of looks like. Yeah, so it's doing its job, is lighting the scene up. Okay, let's just take this down a couple notches. 64 is fine, and the noise is fine in that. Yep. Yeah, so I think this is fine. What we may want to do though is make those light poles a little more effective. Well, normally in the real world, they'll like duplicate the other side and have like a two thing. So it's like this side and that side. I don't know if I want to do that. I think what I want to do is probably add a strip to the back so it lights back that way also. It's kind of counterintuitive, but I feel it might give it a more futuristic look. Let's try it. Let's see what the layout is. Or maybe if I flip it. You know, if I rotate it, rotate Z 180. Does that make sense though? So maybe some are rotated this way and the others rotated that way. You see this light is bouncing right up to that guy. Good thing about making instances is that if you update one, it updates the rest. So grab one. Let us do that real. Am I messing things up here? Let's take a look. Faces. Is there extra faces in here? I think there is. Oh, the faces because of this. Okay. Right, and then the separated piece of light. So what I really need to do is just select all the vertices along here. Let's just do that. It's easier. Okay, there we go. We keep the form of this and So let's take a look now. So grab an X, Y. Okay. So if I did like that, so it doesn't actually. Let's grab. Let's go a little bit. Let's go a little bit more. It just was able to clear that. That's what happened. Okay. And also this could be positioned a little bit nicer. Okay. In architectural terms, this may be a bad design, but in games terms, it works for now. Okay, let's try this one. So rotate Z 180. Okay, yeah. So we did something like this. We have two. Let's see what that looks like in a shaded view. Let's try raising up the strength to 8 because it's indoors. I'm gonna take a look up. Shift F. Take a look up here and make sure there's no leaks. Okay. Okay, remember those layers we made? So if we hide the light panels, what will happen? Let's hide the light panels. Okay, so now we've seen what these things are, the illumination capability of these things. Let's just let's punch those guys up. Wow. Punching it up is really crazy because like the interior needs like so much light. But if you turn on the illumination panels, it'll like blow everything out of the water. That's what I thought. This is probably more realistic, but let's go down to 50. See what we get. Yeah, because you know you want these lights to do their job, right? Like the interior. Yeah, I like this. I like, you know, it feels futuristic and stuff like that. Let's try to make sense out of this. Okay, so this is an entry. What if we have two lights in here? Just grab X. What if we do something like that, just to frame it? What if we rotate Z 180? Okay, say, okay, these two frames. Let's grab and let's go X. Let's go right on the edge right there. Just like this guy here. Now let's say this guy here is like 1, 2. Let's go like so. Just one away. Yeah, let's make another one. Oh, and then one shifty on one of these guys. Alt D, grab X. Okay. Okay, that looks interesting. I don't know if it's overkill, but let's take a look into the shading. Let's hide these light panels on the bottom again. I know this has glass in there. Okay, so this is what it looks like without the glass, and let's see what it looks like without the lamppost. Okay, so there's a little bit of light leaks happening, but that's fine. But let's see if we add light panels. It really lights the place up. And let's add up lamppost. Yeah, I think this is good. Let's select one of these guys and let's go back into the light here. What kind of light do we want? Do we want a cool light like this? Do we want a warm light? Warm lights, you know, I think add a little bit of character. A cool light, you know, a cool light like this could work too. A cool reddish light, yep. And let's turn down let's go half the luminosity. Like I said, I think this is like too small, so let's go 50 again. This will work. Alright guys, so I think let's call this the end. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys later. You know, this is Nick, and you know, we have been exploring, working on levels for the game Soul 3000, and we're using Blender, and we're using this like a little bit of art design and modeling and stuff like that. So if you like what you're seeing and it's exciting to you and interesting, you know, leave us a comment there and let us know, you know, and we just continue working on the game. I just want to do a special shout out to my brother Peter, tell him thanks, my brother Nigel, my brother Ryan, and especially my wife Cynthia, who's really support me emotionally, and my mom Rosemary. You know, she's great, and you know, she keeps me humble, and all my other sisters, and all Lori, Lisa, you know, Vanessa, you know, and my nieces and nephews. I just want to thank God for everybody, and you know, everybody in church and everything like that too. And you know, and if you're lonely out there and you need somebody, reach out to the Lord, and He's gonna, you know, He's gonna start talking with you, and He's gonna start showing you things and loving you and all that. So, guys, thanks for joining me. This has been a game design blog video. So check us out again on Steam, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on itch.io, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.